get a space hamster here.
Space hamster.
The question is, do we put the space hamster in the room with Varith now? Is the question.
What, in the room where it's happening?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
between you and your god.
Just hiding in the pool, in the hot tub.
Talus and
With a little
Varith.
snorkel.
Oh wait, it is
Oh.
a hot tub.
This is between him and his god, bro.
Yeah, it's a god.
Worked on so many levels.
In other tech issues, all good, Danny?
Oop.
Oh no.
Danny's
I
dead,
think
everyone.
so. It's very slow, but
Yeah.
He's alive.
Okay.
get there.
Because I've got an error
Nope.
2015 failed to start
Stopping,
camera here,
it's
but as long as you
stopping.
can hear,
Okay.
yeah.
The era is 11 years old. Good for it.
Okay. But if everyone can hear, then yes, let us actually kick off straight where we left off. Stepping through door into this pretty fancy bathroom, Varith, leaving Sky Silbel, Abriana, Kaisaz. I think we're just going to call them plural Kaiser now. Jesus Christ, is that how many hit points you've got now?
Kaisers.
Yeah, you saw it too,
How?
huh?
How?
I took the
Jesus
tough thing.
Christ. That'll do it. That'll do some of it, at least.
For everyone who's confused, I have 147 HP now.
What?
I need to do the maths on that because
Oh,
that's
God.
insane.
We can absolutely talk about this later, though.
Yeah. Sorry, I just hovered over and I was like, what the fuck? But okay.
He's like,
But yeah, leaving Kaisers behind, Edge, Maggie, and Dermot, who are kind of staying here. You step through and not facing you directly for the moment, Varith, instead turning away, she will actually step towards the curtains and open them up and kind of bathe herself in sunlight. You see her kind of like flinch slightly in a bit of mild pain and discomfort, but she kind of lets the sun kind of beat down on her for a moment.
Varith he's walked in. He'll just wait for her to turn around, but he'll start talking the moment she turns around, if she turns around. He's just still taking in what just happened. Sort of pacing back and forth.
Yeah. She does not turn around immediately. She kind of stays facing the sunlight.
Okay, so while pacing, he'll keep looking over at her. Clearly, she's not talking. So he'll be like, okay. Right, so we're just like not going to talk about what just happened out there because I can't not talk about what happened out there. What in the house was that?
We can talk about what just happened in there.
Well, I mean, all of those faces and voices, I mean, just folded into like one body, like it's nothing, like it's natural and meant to happen. I mean, like, I watched Kaisa, someone who I know, become like a crowd in one. Like a crowd wearing one skin. And everyone just stood there as if like it was a beautiful thing. But beautiful, of course it is. The Luxin, you know, it gives and it returns, but I feel like the Luxin collects its little pieces and puts them back together again. Around and around again we go, but no end and no quiet. No meaning. So what's the point then, if any of it? I mean, if you just come back again and again, what does a life even mean or even weigh? How do you even know if it's the
Those-
last one you'll spend? Just out of curiosity now. How many are you on? Like, really, like, is it 5? 10? How many does it go up to? 50? Do you even remember all of them? Or do they blur together like what I just saw?
She will turn around slightly, just the slightest smile on her face. What question would you like me to answer first? There was a lot there.
I mean, take your pick. All I know is that I'm just very glad I didn't follow that path. I can barely manage this life alone, let alone a dozen ghosts whispering into my head for the rest of eternity. I don't know. It just feels wrong. It feels like it's something is stolen from you. Like, I think death is supposed to mean something. Like, it's supposed to close the door to a life that actually happened. If you can just come back, then what is the purpose?
She will sit down on the stone steps and almost kind of shrink before you. Not that she is like scared or kind of like or deterred by you at all, but rather she usually kind of holds herself up very high, but in this case she just kind of like lets that drop, and for the first time she seems not larger than life. Just a woman sitting on some stairs. And she will begin trying to answer some of these questions. It's been a while since I've had to be a teacher, but I think the main question is the philosophical one here. The Luxon does not speak to us like most faiths have gods, where they can be directly contacted, directly spoken to. The Luxon has no angels or celestial beings to act as messengers. When we commune with our God, we often have to look inward rather than outward. That is what the Luxon is. An ideal rather than a tenet. I would posit that death still has meaning for those that follow the Luxon. That when you die, normally your soul is not taken by a Luxon beacon to our God. Souls simply transition to a different phase of existence. Life goes on even after death for all, except for those whose souls are consumed or destroyed. The Luxon might be seen as a cheat, a way of staving off that next stage of existence to go on to one of the other planes. It is a chance for those who wish it to attempt to perfect themselves, to try to glean as much meaning and purpose and joy out of life as possible. To cheat the prime deities of their souls, to take our destiny upon ourselves. To answer your question, this is my third life. I have always been an incredibly cautious person in all of my incarnations. But what you witnessed in there was not a usual path that is taken.
It was definitely not natural.
Not compared to our faith, no. I am Talus Icosrin. I have the memories of my previous lives. I feel their desires, their wishes. But I am still Talus Icosrin. And I hold to that. I am not... Others do not share my belief. Others try to go by what they consider might be a better life, and will take on the name and moniker of a previous existence. But that is for the individual to choose.
But I mean, if you can just come back, then nothing is ever really lost, is it? I mean, nothing has to stay gone. Not people or Varys will sort of look down at himself, look at her. Not mistakes. Not... Sorry. Talking too much.
No? The problem is those mistakes do follow you. As soon as the dynasty knows who you were, those judgments from centuries, a millennia past, can still follow you. My original life, I was a devout worshipper of Lolth. I did not convert until almost the end of that life, and it is... I still hold that stigma. That is why I chose this life, to hold myself above others. But as you are aware, that comes with a cost. Sky Sybil Abriana has offered me a deal. One that you should know. What we just witnessed in there requires silence. Requires that we never speak of it. And silence is expensive. She offered that for a pardon for my deeds. That the Bright Queen would vouch for me, so that I might attempt to live with my mistakes. Or rather, my Mistakes is the wrong word. I apologize. If you wish it, and this is entirely dependent on what you wish, Verith, I can be a mother to you. You can take that however you wish. You can choose to ignore it. But I want to let you know that I would wish to have a relationship. A public relationship.
Vareth will sort of sit there. He's not looking at it, he's sort of just looking at the ground, nodding. And without answering the question, he will say, the other day, I saw you when I went down into Kael Maro. Could see you were trying to hide it, but I saw you standing off to the side, like you didn't want me or any of the others to notice. Like you weren't sure if you were allowed to be there. After everything that happened down there, I stepped away for a brief moment. And most of, if not all of my group almost fell at a time. And I wasn't there. And I sort of have realized something, and that this, and he'll look up and he'll sort of like gesture to himself, this doesn't last. Not for me. Not like it lasts for people like you who believe they'll just come back again. I don't really get that comfort, and quite frankly, I don't want that comfort. For me, this is it. However long it is, it's it. And I don't want to spend it hating you. But I don't know how to do anything else if you keep disappearing. So, if what you have said is true, and you will not vanish for years, if not my entire life actually, if you want to be in my life, then you can't be a ghost. You can't be something that I only catch a glimpse of from a distance. You'll have to stay. Because unlike you, I don't have another life to wait for you in.
I accept these terms.
Then alright then. And you'll sort of like give a little smile, but he'll then go back to like deadpan. I don't really know what to do now. And he's gonna sit there awkwardly.
Neither do I.
Do we like shake hands or something?
As you have probably noticed, I am a very distant person.
No, you don't say.
That changed only when I met your father.
Oh, the Demon Lord. I remember you
Not a
talking.
demon lord.
I was just trying to break the ice.
What happens next is a choice I entirely leave to you. I do not have the right to ask for anything.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, you said that you had sanctioned for a pardon. So does that mean the Sky Sybil out there, and from what I hear, even the Bright Queen will know of everything?
Oh, they already know?
Okay.
You can't hide much from those two.
You don't say.
They just agreed, considering my station, for it not to be public knowledge.
Well, as much as you are a private person, I think that clearly that has been passed down, because I am much of a private person myself. And unless this comes up, I don't see me letting it out.
Of course.
But I have a few things I need to take care of. My party and I are on a mission that is getting close to the end, I feel. We're almost there. I have a contract, as you know, coming up. And a gift, so to say, I have to deliver on to person that you gave me up to all those years ago. So once that is all over, then yes, we can see how to make this work.
Do you require any assistance?
Well, I definitely don't know what our group is going to do to fight these devils and demons, but we're in a much better place than when we agreed to that.
You ask for transparency. You can find me here, or call for me here at any time.
Okay.
As for the Lady of Thorns, she has honor, at least. Fae
Well,
love bargains.
My entire life I have felt that to be so, but something tells me she's hiding something for some reason. I don't know what it is. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong.
price we paid for your upbringing, for your power and safety and protection, was your father's memory of you, his feelings for you.
And this was paid to the Lady of Thorns.
Yes.
I knew she was hiding something. It's not a surprise at all.
We both made a mistake that day. Myself and your father. To be honest, I knew it the moment we made it. But I thought it better to live with it.
Not unlike myself, I didn't feel I was up to the current task without her help, so... Pacts are made, are they not?
You have accepted more gifts from her.
I have to bring a tithe for what I feel is quite early in this pact, but this time tomorrow she has requested it.
That's actually today.
Oh, very sorry, today.
Yeah.
I don't know what time we're at.
Yeah. Might I ask what you are going to give?
Varys, at this time, he's still covered his face with a scarf, and he's sort of going to tug on it. Just sort of look at it. He'll let it drop a little bit. It's not revealing his whole face, but just like up to like here or so. And he'll sort of like, you know, move it around in his fingers. And he'll say, I have an idea. Doesn't need to be something of value per se, but of value to me. I feel like she would be okay with it.
She'll incline her head. Before standing up again, kind of regaining her composure, and stepping up to meet you eye to eye. You know where to find me.
Varys will stand up and nod.
Do you want to add anything else?
I think all has been said.
Okay. Do we transition straight up the mountain at this
Yes.
point?
You sort of just give her
Yeah.
like a put his hand on his shoulder and just sort of like awkwardly then just walk out the room. We don't have to. We can do it maybe a bit later if you would like. I don't want to hog everything. Please, everyone else needs a turn too.
It's fine. We're
Yeah.
speculating. We're speculating in chat. It's fine. Don't worry. We're
Have a
throwing
very-
out ideas.
It's just a bitch fest behind the scenes at the moment.
I'm not looking.
I'm sorry.
Don't look, you'll get distracted.
I haven't looked
I'm
once.
sorry. I've
Yeah,
thrown
don't
an
look, you'll
idea
get
there.
distracted.
I've thrown an idea in there. Just for symmetry.
Okay. Yeah, kind of waiting for Casper to show up now. But yeah,
I
I would ask.
Could I just Edge is just going to continue like poking Typhos about what the fuck is going on with that situation as all of that was going on, because it doesn't make sense. These things are not adding up in Edge's brain.
Okay. Abriana will go. You want to know what Typhos is?
Well, it's this whole situation. Is it Kaiser? Looks like Kaiser, then there's like a thing. Is it Typhos? I don't. Is there more? Is it just these two? She said there were more.
That's not important. The answer to your question, what Typhos is death. It is the end for those blessed by the Luxon.
A rest, if you will, from
So, are you
from life.
what? So are you dead, but you're here talking now in Kaiser's body? Are you Kaiser? So confused.
I am Kaiser. Kaiser is me. We are just. If you've ever tilted
Oh,
a
if-
mirror and a mirror up against each other and placed yourself in between them, how many reflections do you have? We're all just
Like him.
reflections of each other.
You can say hi if you want.
Hi,
So
guys.
if Kaiser was born when Typhos was, you would have behaved the same way because you're the same person? But the mirror, is Typhos like the butt you can see when you have all the mirrors up? Or is Kaiser like the good, like, you know when you've got a good side and a bad side? Is
Typhos is a condition, not a person. If that is
What?
the confusion.
Oh, name?
No, it's a condition. It's the name of a.
Oh shit! I wrote the wrong thing down. Okay,
Evidently.
Typhus is the condition of you going
Yes.
crazy. He's not crazy yet.
No.
Hey,
We're
What
all
was your-
fine in
I've-
here.
I've-
We're all perfectly fine. We're just
Means
trying
the
to
soul-
mesh.
and no longer be reborn.
it's the
When-
one soul
Yes.
through time, different identities or people.
Different-
Is it? Are you the same person?
Essentially, yes. We're just different facets, if you will. Different growing experiences.
Nature or nurture here?
Yes. Essentially,
Yes?
Rilke grew up not really seeing combat, but he saw different aspects.
You grew up in a war?
How much history do you know?
The war? There was the end of the world, there was war. Then things got marginally better.
The world didn't end. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
An age, a civilization, I suppose, and is that
At this point, Kaiser's face has just gone done.
Edge does not understand.
Kaithik is having none of that shit. How about you open a book and read before you try to understand concepts that are above you?
I get it. I get where you're coming from. Above.
Brianna
yeah.
will shoot Kaiser a little annoyed look at that.
Who will? Sorry?
Abriana.
Why are you giving
You
me
were
that?
never. Because you're a terrible teacher. I always said so. You never got that right.
Oh, I'm sorry. When were you going to interfere with this absolute train wreck of a...
I thought you wanted to take over, and then you kept on talking, and then you condescend to the poor tabaxi. It's a lot. I am aware.
She will speak to Edge.
Sure. So it's a matter of trust. Are you still the same person I can trust? Or like
Who's
are
Edge
you
talking to now? Kaiser again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Weathers, you can trust us. We'll occasionally just have different opinions, different thoughts, different outlooks.
Is that gonna get like really loud in your head? Will these say no?
We have an added advantage here, the four of us, in that none of us are particularly loud.
Have that whisper thing. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. Alright, I will talk to Abriana now. And just epic side-eye the entire time to Kaiser.
Kaiser's just going to relax back into that ridiculously chill, comfortable position that Rilka.
Oh no, did your
Was
freaking
showing?
token? 1 second. Let's add that to my notes. For fuck's sake. I knew it was something I hadn't done today for this.
Trying to change the token for whoever I'm playing at the time is going to be very hard.
Casper!
Hey!
Hey.
It's Casper! Yay, Casper!
Hello there.
Hello!
Hello!
Oh, it's been an age. It has
Nick-
been a long time indeed. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
can.
Nick
Yes, we
has
can.
missed you. He still has a crush on you.
Platonic.
Ah,
Platonic.
I saw the picture of me already showing up in the chat earlier on.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, just straight up doxing you from the get-go.
Yeah, you better not have changed what you look like, otherwise, you're in
Wait.
trouble.
Wait,
Well,
he needs
My
to turn
hair
the
is a bit
web-
shorter nowadays.
Oh,
Okay.
you need to turn the web.
No.
Get out!
You need. Show us.
The man can do what he
I'm
wants.
currently driving, so showing is difficult.
Okay.
He's
perfect.
right, okay.
I'm once again in this chat and driving in the car.
D&D and driving you are the only person I know that has done that.
Gotcha.
Trav, this man was doing combat while he was driving to work
I can't
at
do
the
that.
end of the
No,
last
I was
campaign.
driving to go to a holiday.
To a holiday. He was driving and he was like, okay, so I want to
fair
cast
enough.
Chromatic Orb at 4th level and I want my
All the
Echo to do
while-
this, and he was just doing it.
All the while honking and flipping people off.
He's not Australian.
He's Dutch, he wouldn't do that.
It's too nice mannered for that.
How do you know? Would you know?
It's in your tone of
I know.
voice. I don't think.
All right,
you
what are
could-
we doing? Are we doing a recap for Casper? What are we doing? We finishing the scene? What's going on?
Yeah, I think we should finish the scene. Oh god, let's actually give Casper some freaking context though. We'll start off actually as well, do some kind of brief introductions, because some people don't know some people here. So I would ask Trav and Danny to kind of quickly introduce themselves and the characters they are playing.
Okay. I'm Danny. Hi. I'm an Australian. I live in southeast Queensland, where most people here live. And I'm playing a tabaxi fighter who I've just put everything into strength. So the answer is punching. And that's kind of her.
It works most of the time.
I don't know,
Okay,
does a
that-
27 hit?
It's about to work again with whatever the fuck we're looking at right now, because this is confusing the shit out of me.
Yeah, my name's Trav. I am also in Australia here and pretty much close to Brisbane. I am playing a tiefling warlock named Vayrith, and yeah, he's just got a whole lot of problems.
I've actually got
Actually,
a
a
new
regular
character.
D&D character.
So Styx isn't around anymore. He had a big fight with Jarvie to the point that Styx says, "Fuck y'all, I want nothing to do with you. Hope you die." And he went off. And instead, we have been replaced with a high elf, 834-year-old Professor Morlock Noogie. He's just a wizard. He also fell in some poison ivy, so now his pronouns are itchy. I found a new one, Rick. I had to do it.
And here I thought his pronouns were dumb ass after touching the clearly magical MacGuffin in the middle of the room that was glowing bright fucking red.
Let's get on with it. We can trash Nick later.
And I myself am Casper from the Netherlands, so except for Yorick and only non-Aussie here still, apparently. Played with the other Aussies way before the previous campaign, the start of this campaign. Got a new job, had to leave. Really sad about that. But now I finally got my Wednesdays off, so I am available again to start playing. Not sure yet if my previous character will be returning or I will quickly intersect with another character. I will probably decide how the vibe of the party feels today.
Sounds good.
There are
Nice.
certainly vibes.
So what we're going to do right now is finish the scene we're in at the moment, and then we'll actually do a TLDR recap for you, Casper, for kind of everything that's happened since. I might ask someone else to do it. I might do it myself for a little bit of joint project.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
So right now, we're doing a bit of dynasty stuff, Queen Dynasty stuff, as Sky Sybil Abriana Marim is in the city of Ankarel, basically kind of setting up a... What's the ambassador thing called again?
Embassy?
Embassy, yeah, setting up a kind of miniature embassy in Ankarel. Kaisa has literally just submitted to a ritual which will bring an early onset of Typhos. Do you know what that is, Casper, or do you want me to explain that? Did you watch Critical Role?
I have.
He's all over campaign
No.
2. It's campaign 2, bro.
Can you then repeat the name, because there was
Typhos.
some sounds around. So
I don't think Typhos. I'm not sure if Typhos was actually mentioned in campaign 2. Was it?
no, it doesn't sound familiar.
It was. I think it was something they came up with a name for, or mentioned very only briefly in campaign 2. But it was a big deal in the Mighty Nine animated show. Typhos is basically when your mind/soul cannot take being reincarnated anymore, and it starts to kind of bleed together. and fall
Yes,
apart.
I remember from the show.
Yeah. So Kaiser, in exchange for more power to unlock as much potential as possible for the upcoming fight and showdown, has decided to go through a ritual to basically kind of accept Typhos, but meaning this will be her last life, and she may ultimately kind of perish from this, but she got an extra level up and access to a lot of Dunamancy.
Oh, I still haven't added that.
And Edge right now is trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, is basically the scene.
Shit doesn't make sense.
All right, I would say I roll with it. I will just lurk while driving home, and then hopefully I can get home before the recap.
Okay. So yeah. Shit, where were we?
I'm going
just
to
confused.
ignore the babushka situation that is happening with Kaiser's body for a second. And with Abriana, just go, okay. So how long would it take to have some sort of control over the dreaming situation?
I can help with that. I could, if you wish, simply teach you how to turn it off and to put yourself on Do Not Disturb, if you wish.
Yeah, so far, not so much of a problem. How do I go about it? How complicated is it for me to reach out to someone else?
It depends on what your gift is. We could discover that together.
What would that cost me?
Possibly just your afternoon. As for a price, I ask for nothing in return for myself. It could cost, however, a great deal of time to master yourself. Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Who wants to be ignorant, though?
Not me, that's for certain.
I've got nothing better to do today. Unless there is one person I want to kill, but that can wait.
Maggie, who is in the room, will actually clear her throat.
And who might that be?
I do need to talk to you about her. Hang on, my handwriting is really, really bad. Not Abriana, Adriana? Is that right? Hang on.
This is Abriana here. I can't.
I don't know if I've written the name down right. The Goliath lady of the consortium.
Oh, Aradrine the Owl.
Yeah, that one.
I was going to say, yeah, Adriana. I'll just double check the name as well. I've got her on this slide here. Yeah, Aradreen the
Alright.
Owl. I'll type it into the chat. So you've got
Thank
Aradreen the Owl.
Oh, like we had Denderon the bear and Aradrin the owl. We're going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the masters of the consortium have an owl, an animal title.
Animal,
So
yeah.
good to have a gimmick, you know?
So which one's the snake?
There wasn't a snake specifically, was there?
I'll quickly go over. Maggie knows. Maggie would go. There are 5 masters. Aradreen the Owl, Denderon the Sun Bear, Larthel the Wolf, Kelker the Gull, and our handler, Vril the Moth.
Oh, my handwriting was really bad. I mean, read moth. Okay.
Coming from someone who works in the zoo, that's actually a nasty insult. A fucking
A
gull.
fucking gull. Are you serious?
As Maggie's explaining this, Kaisa's mouth is just like going to kind of go into a lizard-like smirk and just be like,
Only 2 of those actually sounded smart. Which one's the stupidest?
Maggie will furrow her brows. I think that would be a little impolite to point fingers like that.
I was pointing it out as the context of the weakest link, if you will.
Weakest link.
Yes. The one that's most likely to fall for something.
You could potentially exploit Aradreen's greed for knowledge. Kelker the Gull is a dwarf merchant,
With a weakness for shiny
very
things.
intelligent. The wolf is the master of faith and religion, the gods. Also very shrewd. Vril, possibly the smartest of them all. And I think even a good woman. Denderon, I believe, is quite single-minded. You might be able to trick them, but not as might you might, not in a way that you might think to. He is the master of mercenaries. Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I think the sunflower has a score to settle with that one. Or are they more of a daffodil? Anyway. All I know is that we'd be quite willing to take them on again. Surely.
Maggie will say, I think there are more important concerns.
Indeed.
Although, we are in a race currently to unlock the secrets of the Netherdeep. A preemptive strike could be warranted, though I would personally discourage it.
My only concern with Aradrine is her impact on Elixion. If she is able to communicate with him, she's not saying great things, he's not in a good place. And I can't reach him by myself. She's a bully who needs to be silenced.
Dermot will pipe up.
That's why we're going down the rift, though, right? Get closer.
But he's all negative in his head. He can't think a single positive thought right now. He doesn't listen to me. But if he's listening to that bitch...
Well,
it's just, if he's playing into a pity party, it's not going to help him help himself.
how many hundreds of years has he been alone, stuck with his thoughts?
Aradrine is... Sorry.
There's not many positive things to think about down there, I'm sure.
Aradrine is a scientist as well. I don't think she has been able to create a rapport, even with all the ruidium on her.
Adriana will.
I can take this up with her after the fact, easily enough as well. Karma will come around.
Adriana will chuckle.
In our line of work, we are the wielders of such karma.
I'm thinking about it tattoo now across these knuckles.
All right, please sit down, Tabaxi. Let us work.
And to go through it, Abriana will kind of like spend some time reading you, Edge. And then, offer a choice. She can teach you either to block any incursions through kind of incursions through dreams or the like, so that you can kind of push out any outside influences, or she can teach you to open up. Thank you. And mechanically, this will mean, considering your background and your ties to the land and your culture, this will mean you'll be able to cast the spell Commune with Nature once per day.
Oh, amazing. Yes, Edge is definitely doing it.
Okay, so Commune with Nature is, in fact, let's actually put it up into roll 20. Commune with Nature is a 5th level divination spell. It has a casting time of 1 minute. You commune with nature spirits and gain knowledge of the surrounding area. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the area within 3 miles of you. In caves and other natural and ground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. Spell doesn't function when nature has been replaced by construction, such as in castles and settlements. And then you can choose 3 of the following facts, and you learn those facts as they pertain to the spell's area. So locations of settlements, locations of portals to other planes of existence, location of 1 challenge rate to 10 plus creature, that is a celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. The most prevalent kind of plant, mineral, or beast you choose, and also locations of bodies of water. So it allows you to basically hone in onto the land.
Amazing.
With once per day ability.
Sweet. At some point, like, is there meditation involved in this training?
With Abriana, absolutely.
He will fall asleep briefly.
You will feel a sharp pain as Abriana pokes you with her stick every time you do.
Amazing.
And yeah, Abriana will... But let's bring up these notes again, if I can find them. Where are you? There you are.
You are a guardian, a protector, tied to the land itself. I can hear the sea when I read your aura. I can feel the rumble of the ground. I can hear the songs of your people. Is this who you are?
I haven't smelt the salt for a while now. But yes. I am from the wild things.
Your gift is of the land. Speak to it. Open yourself up to it, and it will answer you.
Thank you.
And where do you want to go from here? I think we start going into recap mode here. Who wants to do this, or should we start taking turns?
Could take turns.
Just watching Beck and Beck struggle a bit there. Okay. How do you want to do this? You want to try and do I can imagine this is going to go horribly wrong if I try and just add a little bit, but let's try anyway. Okay. Snarky,
Yes.
I think you're the best person to start here. Do you want to recap Bazazan?
Oh.
The main point really is, we'll say Kaiser, Bazazan, Javi can recap the Black Temple. Yeah?
Those were the first things that we were going through when I left, so
Well, actually,
Yeah,
when you
I thought
left,
you
I think
we
we were
were
just before Bestesen.
we were.
Yeah.
So when you were pulled out, we were facing down Dolgrath still.
Ah, yeah, that's true. I
Yep.
didn't even catch how that ended.
So he
I'm
was
sorry for some
defeated.
small sounds. I just came home, quickly making some lunch.
That fight lasted for 3 fucking sessions.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, who kept
Just one
adding
fight.
enemies?
I had a plan, and you said, fuck that plan. Let us plant our fucking flag and get the clan to come to us. So that is what happened.
So Dolgrath was defeated. After we sorted all that out, there was some inter-party bullshit between Swordfish, TVA, and thing. We'd eventually made our way to Bazazan, easily gaining access to the city due to Kaiser's presence. We dilly-dallied around the city for a while before it kind of culminated in us taking or breaking into a warehouse that was operated by the consortium. No? Who was?
No, I can't remember the criminal organization involved, but it's like one of the criminal organizations in Shorehas.
Yep. We basically
What's her face? Aloysia was just dealing with them to get Druidium.
right. Kind of boiled down to Sammy had committed a war crime, had been arrested. We were kind of dealing with that.
Yeah, she executed a downed criminal in front of the lawful good chief of police.
And cleric.
Mm.
Exit Kimmy.
Wasn't Sam a cleric? Why would she do
No,
that?
she was a
Oh,
paladin.
It's a long story, bro.
Ah,
Too long for the recap.
Paladin, that's true.
Too long.
They fucked with her. She was pissed off. Yeah,
At this stage.
had an arc planned to kind of go for that, but I think Kim was like,
At
fuck
that
that at that point.
stage, real life problems had cropped up and other things. Exit Kim from the campaign. We carried on until we had a job to go into the Black Temple. After being under house arrest for a little bit, went through there. And then there was the subplot with the betrayal weapons in the temple.
The plot.
Subplot became major plot.
I
Very
am not the
quickly.
subplot. I am the main plot.
Fuck up, Azilzi.
Yeah, the main plot in that we're plotting Azilzi's downfall.
So yeah. Well, Beck, do you want to take over from the Black Temple?
Oh,
Well,
also exit
try-
Jack from the campaign.
Just prior to entering the Black Temple, a couple of wandering travelers made their way into Bazazan, namely Trav as Vayrith and Joyce as Eliania. Joyce is just with us for a planned short period of time. They joined up with the party and entered the temple with us. So, just prior to the TBA entering the temple, the Swordfish entered with a bunch of, I can't remember the name of the guards. What are the names of the guards?
Oh, that didn't come through. The Aurora Watch.
Aurora Watch, that's it. Blanked on that one. The Swordfish and the Aurora Watch were at the temple. The doors opened and then kind of slammed shut behind them. 1 second.
Let's do a slideshow as well.
Oh, that fucking temple.
I remember this photo.
Casper, how close are you to home?
He's in his house.
I am in my house, but I'm just quickly preparing some lunch to take like 5 more minutes, and then I can start up my PC.
Sorry. The Aurora Watch and Swordfish got trapped in the Black Temple the night before the TBA were meant to go in. Kaisa found out, but she didn't let anyone know about that little gem until the day of. Go to the temple, get the the doors open, and we get the Aurora Watch out. And some little demonic creatures come out, and the group, as is, goes in. Within the temple, there was a lot of fuckery happening, to be brutally honest. We met a member of the Cobalt Soul, a tiefling named Question, in Bazazan as well. Prolix, still with us, was left outside of the temple for his own safety. Going in. So we go into the temple, lots of mind-messing stuff, bullshit. There was artwork and depictions of Avandra all around that a lot of demonic creatures and that had tried to scratch out, but they did react to, or the Jewel of Three Prayers reacted to those depictions of Avandra. Lots of just weird fuckery going on. There was this big stone creature that had a lot of horrible kind of like infectious sort of stuff happening on it. This is actually part of Sender's original vision from Elixion, but Sender didn't seem to survive getting to this part.
The party found a broken sword, Sender, at that location.
Javi swiped in. Ended up getting through this. Javi had a shitty time in the temple. It sucked. We finally got to the temple of Avandra, presumably around the central part of this entire structure. It was the only place that didn't seem to be touched by the feeling of the betrayers and all of that yucky stuff. About the same time that the TBA arrived, the Swordfish and Aloysia from the consortium also arrived. At that point, she was carrying sea spray and said that Kaina had given it to her. The Swordfish were Irvin, Galsariad, and Dermot were just tired and confused, but Maggie and Io were under effects of 2 other betrayer weapons that they happened to be carrying that they found along the way.
Maggie was possessed at that
Yeah, I covered that in under the effects.
Not Maki!
I'm trying to make it short, okay? I'm trying. So we're able to overcome the effects of Io was able to break out of it with Javi's help. I think Kaisa or Styx, I can't remember, did something for Maggie.
Oh, Kaisa was talking to the...
You did something though. Oh, come on. No. It was Eliania. She did a command for drop or something like that. She, yes, she did a command for like Maggie to drop the weapon, and once the weapon was dropped, sort of the influence kind of fell away from Maggie.
Kaisa had been distracted.
But so that was all well and good, but Aloysia shows up and she is a raging bitch and end up getting her under control, not killing her, sort of getting her to surrender. But this whole time, Izielzi has just been gently nudging Kaiser to say things or to do things and push us all as a group in a certain direction. He is pushing Kaiser to tell Javi to go take the jewel to the altar in the center of this room. They do so, and there's a massive explosion as the jewel sort of gets to its awakened state too because of Evandra's influence. But also in that moment, Kaiser's taken betrayer weapons down there, and I think Aloysia lobbed the rapier down to the altar too. Big old explosion, and we all get chucked into, it feels just like the basement level of hell. And in that particular area, Izielzi is free from the bloody end, and so are the other devils and demons that have been trapped in each of those weapons, as well as a few hangers-on. And the swordfish are all knocked out. Aloysia is knocked out. The only people conscious are the current TBA, and Izielzi thinks he's really fucking smart, and he wants to fight us all.
And it was great. I had a great time. Yes.
Izielzi, shut the fuck up. This is my recap. Yeah,
main character.
I don't care.
And then he got
I don't want to hear him until we have to fight again. I do not want to hear his voice.
And then he got talked into a deal.
Yes. Rather than fight a vastly depleted set of people, because we'd just been through the Black Temple for the last however many fucking sessions, were able to convince him to, it wasn't actually worth fighting us as we were, and if you give us a little bit of time, it's actually going to be a challenge, because where are the bragging rights killing us as we are right now? So he gave the group 30 days. The only people who took, and the characters who took this contract, because he was going to contract us, were Kaiser, Styx, Javi, and Vayrith. Eliania wasn't sort of able to make that deal anyway due to her background. And we're all sort of branded and marked with a contract to a singular devil or demon, but it's not like you've got to take them on in single combat. It's like these contracted people versus these contracted monsters. Yeah, it was then that's the contract. Then any of the other demonic presences were just going to take out anyone who wasn't contracted. And we had a lot of our friends there unconscious and that kind of thing. And we had a teleportation tablet as well, thanks to Sipor, best bird. And basically did a massive get the fuck out of there, with Styx throwing an unconscious Aloysia directly at one of the demons just to go, here, have a snack, we're gonna leave. So she's not an issue anymore. She very dead. And we all got through the portal that the tablet created and ended up in the Suncut Bazaar in Ankarel, staring directly at a very confused and very annoyed Tabaxi fighter on an opposite rooftop. Hi, Danny.
Oh goodness, do I throw it at Danny now? Hey Danny, what happened after that?
Oh my god. I don't even know where I am tonight.
A lot.
A lot has happened. Danny is as confused as Edge with just about everything. What did we do? There was all of that. There was dreamings happening. Everyone has shit going on, and it's so confusing.
Do you want me to take it, or Nick, do you want to have a go?
All right, let's have a quick go. So we arrive in Marquette, Jarvi's hometown, and after talking with this new Tabaxi fighter, they introduce themselves as Edge. We learn that we have transported across continents, very far away from the temple. We don't know what has happened, but eventually we find out that the temple imploded. Massive explosion, but the people of Bazazan survived. But we are in this desert city, which is Jarvi's hometown. They rush off, find their mum. Nice, happy reunion. We eventually all get together and start learning about where we are, and they come across the Allegiance, which is basically like the university nerds, where they meet Professor Morlock. That Jarvi's brother, Prolix, decides to take them back there, introducing where they meet up with Prolix again after they take a teleport and reunite. They go back to the Allegiance that Prolix introduces them. They meet a new Professor Morlock who is given tenure, but he's an old shitty wizard that the main professors, the headmasters, don't want to deal with. So they say, here, look after him. Prolix is your proxy for us. You can now work for us. And they send us off on some missions to see if we're worthy of being part of them. The Allegiance is also very close with the Cobalt Soul that Edge is a part of as well. We do some side quests.
Can I hold you for a second? I'll quickly move over to Discord on my computer.
Gotcha.
So I realised I've just put you on the guided district, not the sigil. That's the sigil district.
Yeah, why are we looking at that shitty Temple of the Mentor, Yorick? Only dropkicks go there.
Test.
Can't hear.
Casper? If you're talking, we cannot hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
There you go.
And does this work or do? Yes, it works.
Yes.
Oh my
Very
god!
good.
Okay, Casper! No, I
this
approve.
is-
It's fine.
This is too short.
No, it's
It got a
not.
little bit too short last time.
Shut up,
It
hot
is.
boy. Leave it.
No, he was hotter before.
Shut the fuck up, Nick.
I don't
What do you know?
Alright, let's move you guys over there.
Somehow you look more Australian than we do right now.
He's
It's the
wearing a
flannel.
flannel shirt.
No, it's the
He's wearing a
flannel.
flanny.
It's the flannel and the straight bogan haircut. That's not a mullet.
Let's get back to this because we've
no
only got
problem.
so many hours tonight to do this bullshit.
So, arrive in Marquette. We have a talk about exactly what happened. The swordfish are all rescued as well as we took them, saved them from there. They heal. We tell about the demons and the devils and working together, the contracts that have happened. Then there's a bit of a showdown between Styx and the rest of them as Styx revealed that he knew one of the devils and was being blacklisted, saying, cool, you're going to die unless you get this party. Blackmailed. You're going to die, your soul will be mine forever unless you get this party to the Black Temple. He kept his word and was off the leash, but Kaiser and Jarvi were accusing him, and he went, I think we need some distance. and he ratted on Jarvie by doing a sending spell to the
No,
leader.
he ratted on Kaiser. Jarvie
Sorry.
just hates him.
Yeah.
Because
He ratted on Kaiser to the head of her order to say, "Hey, Kaiser just let out all of the demons. Do what you want with her."
Not
and
head
then
of order.
Sincerely, Goblin Sticks as a royal fuck you. That came to light, and Styx leaves the party when they talk the next day, when he says, "Hey, I did this, my bad, but it's too much damage done." But Styx gets replaced with Professor Morlock.
Yeah. And brief cut to current day Styx sitting on a beach eating pizza and drinking margarita shooters.
Eaten by
I
crabs,
think it could be off.
both kinds.
Can he get eaten by a shark? A Ruidium one at that?
But one of our first quests is actually in line with Verif's order to say, "Hey, go up into the mountains, and there is a person up there that is an assassin." And we get the order to go get them, but Verif kind of keeps it from us a little bit so that it's also his side mission from his boss mummy. And we go up there, we manage to clear out the mountain and the baddies.
Magic boss.
Turns out to be a Medusa that was trying to ascend to godhood. That was actually a little bit of a scary fight, but we got through it. And Verif completes the quest, but then his shadow mummy comes through into our realm. Our magic boss, I'm sorry, Beck. Magic Boss comes through a portal and apparates into this realm. We're like, oh shit. And it's just like, I'm just visiting. It's all good. We're like, bullshit. Magic Boss is inside, says that they'll help us in the big fight at the very end. And Verif gets a transformation. He gets to go either more fiendish or more fayish. And he goes fayish. We're getting extra big horns and a bit more appearances and gets a bit of a skill upgrade. After that, we get told that there's underground city that Morlock wants to go see underneath Marquette called Kael Moreau, and it's where he always wants to go because he's forgotten his name since he's 800 years old. That's his entire purpose. There is a big hole that leads down to there that the Allegiance is in charge of, but we are not allowed to go in yet, only a small expedition force. We are still gathering side missions to figure out if there's another way down there, things that are going on. We're getting attacked by another group in the city. The Swordfish decide to join a rival group as kind of like spies for us. And that isn't the Allegiance. That is, what is it called again, guys?
Consortium of the Vermilion Dream.
And they are the big baddies that are kind of doing bullshit stuff. They want power, but they're not the big bad endy guys. They just get power in any way, shape, and form. The Swordfish are working for them, feeding us some intel. We're helping them, letting them break into the Allegiance and steal stuff without us knowing, and just letting them do it. And in the end, we eventually get approval to go down and check out Kael Moreau. We go through, get potions of water breathing. It is a very deep underground city. But there is air pockets and air tunnels they've made for us, but a lot of the creatures down there are affected by ruidium, the red crystals that we saw some things happening all the way back in Bazzoxan. But it's much more prevalent down here. We meet an old sea elf that's been there about 800 years ago, and there's a little hint there that she actually knows Morlock when he was a child. Morlock is all the while having memories coming back to him where he actually meets Alexian down there, and that he has a reason for being part of this group, and it's maybe fate. But he was a child looking for his parents during the destruction of Kael Moreau from one of the main gods of evil during the Cataclysm, Grumsh. And we're learning about that, exactly how it happened and how Alexian fought him and caused the sinking of the city. We get through, find a evil professor that is a double agent for the Consortium, the Vermilion Dream, working for the Allegiance. We rat them out, they escape, find one of Jarvie's sisters down there. What was the name again? Sorry, Insight? Insight, that is actually having a relationship with the bad professor. The bad professor leaves. In the end, Jarvie and the sister have a bit of a serious fight. We're hoping that gets sorted. We managed to rescue the Swordfish that are in deep shit. As we get to them, they are fighting a giant ruidium jellyfish, and Wastewalker loses an arm. Goblin is petrified. Galsariad is about to be petrified. Mag is low health. We eventually find them, do it. They're fighting this giant aboleth. In the end, all works out, but we are also being watched from a distance by Yarrowish, one of the giant demons, watching us from the distance, but not doing anything. They're all down, injured, and we decide to retreat back to the top of Marquette with them in tow. We get them up there to safety, but then we are ambushed by the consortium along with the dickhead professor. It gets very close with almost all of us getting a TPK, and then Insight helping to save us with a good persuasion roll and a terrible botch roll from the baddie, and the consortium decides to back off while half of us are all down. We return the Ruidium halberd. That was the main mission of the swordfish that they found down in Kael Moreau. And we find that there is apparently a rift leading to another dimension underneath Kael Moreau, where we believe Elixion is being held. And we are now doing our final bits and pieces before we head back down again, with only a few days until the contracts go up. Kaisa has just done her full ritual and had all of her personalities released with the extra levels and the bonuses. Everyone's tidying up, and we're about to head back down.
The jewel is in its exalted state now too.
Yes, and it evolved as well. After the professor touched the big red ruidium in the middle of the floor of his god's house, that while he was having a vision of Morlock, and he went straight through the vision, touched the ruidium, and went whoops, and it exploded in his face. And now he has red dots all in his face. He got blinged. Am I missing anything of great importance?
Prolix has ruidium poisoning as well.
Yeah.
I think I got like 80% of it, and some things with just so many info dumping. I'm like, threats, where are they?
It's only been like 6 months of stuff, if not more. Casper, catch up. Come on.
Only 6 months.
But yeah, I think basic way you can say it is at Bazazan, there was a portal with demons spewing out of it. Now the portal has moved to under Kael Moreau, where this new rift is, and that's the demon's final plan, to have them all going out there. We're about to go down, kick their asses, close the rift, find our deal with Elixion, and solve the issue of Ruidium.
And the rift is called the Netherdeep, because I heard it mentioned in the earlier roleplay session.
Rift to the Netherdeep, potentially.
Where we believe Elixion is being held.
Oh, and probably should clarify, Kaisa's little ritual has her all four lives currently in her body.
And at the moment, she needs to make a save each day of a 20 plus wisdom. Otherwise, she gets a permanent death save against her.
Don't remind
She's
me.
made one, but she needs 3 total.
20.
Don't remind me.
Oh yeah, you've got to do yours tomorrow.
Yorick, what did you do?
My usual bullshit.
I am not hearing Yorick.
I'm not coming through clearly.
I can hear you.
I can hear Yorick. Can you hear us?
Anything at the moment.
Test.
No, you can't hear us.
Wait, give Casper a minute.
Yeah, now I'm hearing you.
Talking.
Yay.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we are in the final stages of the campaign at this point. We're probably a session away from entering the final dungeon. But it's a lot. It is, I think I said last time, it is not freaking Tomb of Annihilation huge, but it's still a pretty freaking big dungeon. There's a lot going on there. A lot of RP, a lot of combat, a lot of exploration, and it's going to take up the bulk of the rest of the campaign. And you have the fact.
One more session after today is left, you meant, or?
Possibly, because we need to introduce your character, whichever one it's going to be, and we'll do that next session. And I may have other things, another little beat before you actually get down there as well. But yeah, you probably be in the Netherdeep, or heading towards the Netherdeep next session. This session, we're kind of finishing up a handful of final character beats above in Anchorel. I know Javi has something they want to do, and Verith has a deal to make with Magic Boss, the Lady of Thorns. Besides that, it's kind of like open season for anyone else to try to do anything as well before the day passes and you already kind of head down. So, is this what we call break?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we say back at past?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna go for a quick bio, but then I'll be back to answer any more questions for you, Casper. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back now.
I'll just quickly take a small break as well. Got some more food.
Maybe back?
I volunteer back too.
Okay, let us get back. Let's actually show Casper the Anchorel map as well. Pretty much the big poster map in the campaign.
Ooh.
Casper, you will be happy to know that Tiki is in Anchorel.
Oh yeah, that's the important main plot, Pete, that we completely missed. Tiki lives
in Anchorel.
Taurus is still here.
Tiki is in the River District. Yeah.
Tiki is living her best life in the River District now, yeah.
But she is going to go home. At some stage.
Props for keeping an animal alive that long in D&D.
I will shank anyone who touches her.
But yeah, let's start doing this again. So, Beck, Javi, still with Io right now, I suppose. I suppose that's kind of worth asking at this point. Io will go. So what's the plan now? We, honestly, I could just find another rooftop, burn the hours away.
Morlock keeps banging on about us going down to Kael'Merol tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or not, but...
Probably needs to happen fast at this point.
I don't know. But I'm going to go down there. I think I'm going to need to have to address something with my sister first.
Want some support? Or do you want me to hang around in the background?
Yeah. That would be nice.
Which one? Do you want me to look big? Give your sister a bit of a fright?
Yes.
All right then, I can do that.
Come on, I know the way.
And yeah, I will put on her best strutting walk as she walks alongside Javi.
We're not there yet. Oh my
Just
god,
practice.
Io, we're not there yet.
Hey, I feel good.
I'm glad.
But yeah, she'll calm herself down, reach for Javi's hand, and return to the Suncut Bazaar, where, back to the family home. Entering Javi, you would find your family pretty much all together, or at least this part of the family, this small part of the family, because it is pretty extended. Around the dinner table, although there's no food being had at this point, with Marissa, the kind of mother and matriarch, listening, although from the furrow of her brow, Javi, you can tell that she is kind of deep in concern and thought. Prolix, who is worrying his ruidium infection, as soon as he sees you enter, Javi, he immediately kind of stops, pulling the sleeve back over. And Insight, who looks pretty miserable and wretched as well in this kind of moment. But as soon as you enter, Javi, she holds herself up straight.
Am I spoiling a little meeting here? It's a little family meeting?
It's not like that, Javi. We just...
What is it like? Rather, what? You know, what is it like?
It's good that you're here.
Well, at least one of you is happy to see me, huh? Awesome.
Marissa will frown at this, but say, "Welcome home, Javi. And Ayo, you're most welcome too, please. Do you wish to sit? Have you eaten?"
No, we haven't eaten.
All right, and Marissa will immediately pick herself
God, Mother, why?
and start preparing some food and refreshments and such.
Well, seeing as how we're probably going back down to Kale Monroe, I thought I'd come and say goodbye.
Insight will speak up. You're going back down there? Of course, that makes sense. What are you going to do? What is the plan?
I'm sorry, Professor, are you looped in to this part of the mission?
Is she gonna? Yeah, she's gonna bite back. I'm sorry. I wanted to spend time with my mother instead of gallivanting around the city.
Oh, I'm sorry to have stepped on time with your mother. So apologetic.
Marissa will a little bit heavily kind of like bang a bit of bang a plate on the table.
Look what you made her do. See that? That attitude, you made her do that.
You did that!
Enough!
Oh, seriously?
I know my family fights. That is normal, that is ordinary. But in this situation, when it is very much life or death, I will not have any bad blood left behind. Do you understand me? Both of you?
Talk to her.
I'm talking to you and to her. Do you understand me, Jackie?
I understand you.
Now,
This isn't how I wanted to come in here. I was not expecting to see you all. I apologize for the attitude.
I'm sorry as well.
Should I apologize? Yes, I'm sorry.
Sure, why not? Oh, you already did. Good for you.
Seapour, who is in the windowsill.
Yes, she's very apologetic.
I'm not that sorry. I will say as she kind of sits down.
No, she's kind of rude sometimes.
Yeah, sorry, country bumpkin.
I'm glad to see you inside because I feel like I should probably speak to you before I go.
Marissa will say, "Do you wish to do this alone?"
I guess it depends on how much Insight has spoken to you. And Javi looks to Insight. Do you wish to do this alone?
Insight will kind of like look a little guilty, and Javi, you immediately get the impression that yes, you have been the topic of conversation. It's obvious, but yeah, Insight is kind of guilty about it, and she will simply say, "Together is fine."
Are you sure?
And
I don't want to get in trouble for saying something that I shouldn't.
you almost get the mental image of Insight hiding behind her mother's skirts in this kind of instance, which is pretty unlike Insight. But yeah, there's a genuine bit of fear and guilt in her body language, in her expression. It's been a messy, I was going to say a few days, but no, it's been months at this point. I haven't been the best daughter or sister. I've been trying to focus on my career. Please, Javi, take this in the best way as possible. I'm worried that you might have lost your way.
Me?
I think I have a bit. I think...
So because just so I understand, because you have, that means I automatically have too.
That's not what I said. What I'm saying is I want to own up to the things I have done wrong. Marissa will butt in at this point. Insight is worried about the damage being done, the lives being taken.
Well, Mother, she did call me a killer. So I'm sure she's very concerned.
And I am concerned also. I teach you to protect yourselves, to fight. Well, I never taught any of you to fight, but I seem to have been very good in raising a fine group of strong children. I would hear your side, though, Javi. Insight has told me that a life was taken in cold blood, a blade in the back.
Absolutely not in the back. And I'm surprised she saw anything. She didn't happen to see me when I was knocked out. She didn't happen to come and help me when I was knocked out.
I was surrounded and fighting as best I could. I'm not used to this lifestyle.
And so when someone steals a vestige of divergence, I am not allowed to take them out? They robbed it from my unconscious body. You know as well as I do. Don't touch me.
And death is a punishment for that?
There is finality to it. I'm not happy it happened, but it was a fight. It was a fight where my friends and my sister were in danger. It was a fight where members of a faction that had wormed its way into the hallowed halls of the Allegiance of Allsight, where there had been a spy for months, was fighting us, tracked me specifically to find this right here. What do you think was going to happen if a member of the consortium made off with a vestige of divergence? What do you think was going to happen?
Understand the significance of this. But I will question if it is worth a piece of your soul.
Do you think I'm giving it up for that?
Each time a life is taken, it takes a part of you also.
Would you like to go talk to Professor Morlock, who set off a fireball spell and killed about 3 of them? Would you like to go talk to him? I can go get him. Why
Actually, I
is it
might,
my
but
fault?
it is not your fault. I am concerned for you. That this is taking too much of you. You are my little child, and I do not like to see you hurting or hurting others. I realize I have been out of the loop with a lot of my children. I wish to let you fly free. But I always want them to come back.
Here, aren't I? He's here. She's here.
I will actually speak up here. It's not easy being a fighter and an adventurer. A lot of stuff happens very quickly. People get hurt. We try and do the right thing. We try and follow our consciences. In fact, that's what we do. That's what adventuring is. It's not fighting for money, not fighting for fame or nothing. It's fighting for what you believe in. At least that's what I do anyway. I don't think Javi's lost anything. I think they're just as kind as they've always been. But you get scars along the way.
Thank you, Aya. I don't want to hurt anyone. The whole reason I have this stupid thing in the first place is that I touched it. And someone asked for help. I have no other way to be connected to him without this. Edge has dreams. Morlock met him hundreds of years ago. I have this. And if it's gone, my connection is gone. Someone died because they took it. Sometimes people die. I never stabbed them in the back. I looked them in the face. I will see that face for a long time. But I hope one day to be able to return this to its rightful owner. And help him out of his suffering.
Sight will speak up. For what it's worth, I did report Professor Morlock as well. I gave a full report and debrief about what happened in the street. The Allegiance, the Hand of Ord, considering the circumstances, think that such collateral damage is acceptable.
What do you think? Am I still a killer to you?
I think you should not kill someone who is running away from you. I think no one should have to die in fear.
Inside, they were not fleeing from me because they were scared. They were running away because they stole something. That is two very different things. Do you not see that?
I understand that. I also think you treated me too harshly. I saw you were hurt, that we were losing that fight. And I appealed to Gail Akada's humanity in that moment. And that is what saved us all. I think that's what we should aim for. But I suppose I'm an idealist. And not versed in such things as you are.
Seeing as you are so law-abiding, did you happen to mention any extra involvement with Professor Galia Carda and you at all?
I did. I might lose my position from this, my tenure, because of all that's happened.
I'm not happy about that. Not happy about that at all. I feel greatly for the fact that you were betrayed. Your very good nature was, and your affection was betrayed. That's not okay. She hurt you inside, and that is not okay. But the level of disdain at me telling you the truth was well beyond it normally is. If you didn't want to believe me, and even when there was evidence, you still wanted to fight me on it. If someone had come to me and said that, if you had come to me and said that Io was actually tricking me and she was a bad person, I would be devastated. I would be a little bit angry. But I would believe you because you were my sister. Your word is good enough for me. My word is not good enough for you. Have I ever lied to you? Or does my word just not mean enough because you were meant to be the last?
So we'll suck in a breath at that. You judge me far too harshly.
You judge me every day because I'm not you. I can't be you. He can't be you. No one can be you.
This moment is not about me.
What do you want from me?
I don't know. I wanted to admit that I am lost. And I wanted you to do the same. And for some kinship to form from that. I wanted to share that. But maybe I'm wrong on that about that too.
I have always wanted to share with you. But you keep me a little at arm's length. I have never known why. I just figured it was because you were so booky book, and I was not. And so we had nothing in common. All my other sisters are much older than me. I figured that, Inbal thinks I'm a waste of time. Ruben is on Taldore or something. I don't know where he is right now. Ronan and Rina are their own little unit. Sapir lives out west. Can see her if I get on an airship. Prolix is there. And then there's you. And then there's me. I thought we would be close. But that never seemed to happen. Too much trouble for you, I guess. Didn't want to sit still. Prolix made time for me. As much as it annoyed him. But he did it.
Never.
You were always too busy. And now you want us to have a moment. I would have loved that moment 6 months ago. 4 months ago. 3 weeks ago. You're always too busy. Too busy working, too busy career. I am lost and I don't know what I'm doing. That you are lost and you're always doing something else.
Perhaps it is simply you are too much alike. Both driven. All of my children have such strong wills. It drives them far. Sometimes it drives them apart. There will be time to make up for this. Both of you. Javi, you will finish this mission with this vestige. Saving this man. Doing what you think is right. Inside, you have a great deal of growing up to do still. And it is a shame it had to happen like this. Now, inside you will stay here. You will rest, you will recover. Javi, you will finish what you have started. And then you will also stay here. And you will rest. And you will recover. And you'll do so together.
Sure, if I live, yeah. Sounds great. Pencil me in.
You do not take that tone with me. You will live.
Ah!
You will live. You will return to me.
I'm going to try.
You will.
I know, Mama. I have a headache. Can we just like hug or something? Because I'm really about to lose it.
Marissa will bring it in. Grab Insight, who is still quite sullen, and pull her in. Prolix will look uncomfortable for a moment before Io lifts him up and throws him into the group as well.
Hey, don't yeet my brother.
Didn't yeet him, I just picked him up a little, you know? He's so small.
He's half an inch shorter than me.
And Marissa will open a hand for Io to join as well. I will look down to you, Javi, in this moment. Is this okay?
Come in, you stupid idiot.
And yeah. And yeah, we have an eagly moment as well, where Seapool will will fly up and try to get their wings around as many of you as possible.
Javi is going to put their head near Insight's head and whisper into her ear, I'm sorry. I wish it hadn't happened.
Me too. And I did believe you. I just didn't want to.
I know. No fights like family fights, huh?
Okay, and with that, yeah, we'll pan away from this scene, and I suppose head up to this big old shadowy figure, up on the mountain. Let's actually bring the map as well. I think I'd set it up right. Let's find out.
That looks like a scary character.
That's the magic balls.
Magic mummy.
This is the Lady of Thorns, a
Bitch.
or and also an archfey, and kind of very, very kind of powerful one. And Vaerith's patron, as well as another mother type of figure, in her own way. But yes, we're going to go through the full gamut of mums here.
Are you trying to give Aerith mummy issues?
You're
More
yeah.
so?
I know which one's better.
Neither one, they're both shit.
I will ask Vareth, do you come up here alone, or do you invite anyone with you?
I don't know if Vareth would actually invite anyone, to be honest. I don't think he thinks anything bad's gonna happen. It's the kind of like the boon that, well, not a boon, it's a flaw to this whole thing. Like, he's just gonna have to deal with it every, so often. So he'd probably just go up by himself. I don't know.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's like, would Vareth think to bring anyone?
Should totally take Talos.
That would be so bad.
You have the opportunity.
I
to
offer
do
you
something.
my mother. Dun, dun, dun.
I won't
Did
lie,
you-
that did come into my head last session. I was like,
Did you not see my suggestion to do exactly that?
oh no, I thought of that last week, to be perfectly honest. I'm not that evil, come on.
Boo. Boo.
But yes. Okay. So to give context to this kind of situation, after defeating Medusa, the Lady of Thorns took over the Medusa's lair, and is basically using it as her own now. Having stepped away from the Fey plane and onto the material for this very important moment in history.
Actually, York, to be honest, I think out of everyone, I think Vareth, he already, like, I mean, Jarvis doing their own thing. Cass is in a way, no idea what's going on there. I think Edge is, getting a lesson right now. He'd probably take Morlock, just because.
Oh heck yeah!
Morlock's super wise and he trusts him. But
Morlock's likely to hit on the Lady of Thorns.
No.
Morlock's likely to get firebombed by the Lady of Thorns.
He didn't. Look, that's the one person he hasn't done that to, if I remember correctly. He was very respectful.
No time like the present. Let's go, Nick. Roll a new character. Go.
I mean, everyone else kind of gave her sass, whereas,
He
It is fair. I was
He
respectful.
fucking started it.
Pretty sure
Fucking
Kaiser
started it.
didn't talk to her at all. So
Well, Vareth would probably have gone up to Morlock at some stage after talking to his mother and said, like, look, there's this important issue regarding, having become Fae, and he has to go and meet with her.
Oh yeah, Morlock will definitely come. He'll find one of the students at the university now that he's out of quarantine and say, here's a shopping list, here's a bottle of wine, go sell it for nothing less than this price, get me everything, come back with it.
The shopping list art.
That avoids the shopping list, the shopping buddy taking me an hour to go, cool, that's where I'm getting all my items, go for it. So yeah, I'll definitely come with you.
Cool.
On the way up, I'm going to offer you the Ring of Mind Shielding if you wanted it at all to have a chat, if you wanted to keep anything secret.
He'll wear it. But in this moment, when he actually is talking to you, I don't think he'll say anything that he'll try to keep secret, but he'll try to keep his mind like that, but he'll take it,
It was more along the lines of on the way to the Lady of Thorns if you wanted to have a conversation. That way she can't hear it.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, if we can, walk up there now. Vareth will be sort of, walking up. Occasionally we can, like, hop up a little bit, to
dimension door. I mean, yeah.
Stop it taking forever. But
how did Morlock do it last time? Did he fly?
I did a little bit of a hijinks. I did Maximilian's grasp to kind of give me.
Escalate. You did the lift.
The assisted seat going up.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also got flying I can give myself.
Yeah, this is up in the mountains. But yeah. Let's change up the music again. Let's put that bass stuff on. Or do we go for this one? Let's see. Oh, this is really creepy. I think I was using this for the Black Temple. Is it a bit too creepy?
She's in the same
bring on the
ballpark,
creepy.
right? Same ballpark.
Okay. Well, it's the yeah.
What is this? H.P. Lovecraft?
Yeah.
It could
yeah.
be. It could be.
Sounds like that.
But yeah, you make your way up here. The doors open before you as the Lady of Thorns begins to kind of exert her mastery over the land here. She still has the 2 surviving little basilisks as pets, sitting healed at her sides. Vaerith Shadowthorn. And the wizard, Sia.
Morlock will take his hat off. Professor Nugi, Master of the Arcane.
A great pleasure to see you again.
Oh, an honor to meet a Lady of the Fae once again as well. I still love what you've done with the place. It looks amazing.
Say what you like about that insane Medusa. She had interesting tastes that I have grown to enjoy. Now, are we to make small talk, or are we to get to business?
I'm here for business. So sort of just give a little nod.
What have you brought me?
Bertha will stand in front of her. He'll sort of have his head bowed a little bit. My Lady of Thorns, I was told a tithe should cost something real, something that hurts to give. And he'll slowly sort of unwrap the scarf from around his neck and his head, or like his face. Just slowly unwrap it until there's nothing left and it's just sort of laying out across his palm. He'll look down at it and say, "It seems this will do. This scarf was all that remained of Elithra, my closest friend." And he lifts the fabric slightly, letting sort of like the light from wherever, if there's any light in this cave, touch it. It's sort of like dark black with a bit of like violet like hues within it. And if the light catches it just right, it's almost like there's shimmers of like starlight through the weave.
Yeah, this place still has somewhat disco lights from Lady Amir's time here. So yeah, the lights here kind of multicolored and kind of slowly shifting as well. Although none of it ever seems to reflect or bounce off the Lady of Thorns. She just absorbs the light.
So like it's pretty much like scattered starlight across like a night sky that's on this piece of cloth. She loved the stars and said that they prove that even the deepest dark will carry some promise of light. And to me, she was that light. When she disappeared, he looks down at the scarf. This was all that I found. No body, no answers. Just this scarf and a little bit of blood. So I kept it, not for warmth and not for style, much style. I wore it so I wouldn't have to face the world without her. It hid my face, my anger, hid the man who was kept waiting for his past to come back to bite him. But I have learned that waiting can become its own prison. And holding it with one hand, sort of like draped across his hand, he will take out like a small little dagger from his belt. And he will cut into his palm, like almost like a ritual in a manner, and let the blood soak into this scarf. This tithe may seem simple. It's only cloth, only a memory. But it is the last piece of the tiefling who hid behind it. My grief, my past, my hesitation. He will then kneel and sort of lay this blood-soaked scarf across neatly in front of him on the floor. I give it freely, not because you demanded it, but because I'm ready to carry your will into this world. He'll lift his head. You don't need gold from me, my lady, but you need someone who is willing to walk into the darkness carrying your thorns. And if that is the role that you ask of me, then let this, and he'll gesture to the scarf, be proof. And he'll sort of like think back and see him thinking, she was my star, my light in the dark, but even starlight must eventually fade. And he will stand back up. So here I stand before you, no mask, no hiding, no chains to who I was before, but just Vareth. And if you will have me, I will be your champion. And he'll just stare at her until she responds.
The Lady of Thorns. So you'll knelt down with the scarf upheld, is that right?
I've
it
done that, and I'm now standing in front of it. It's on the floor, sprayed out, with basically it's like a blood offering, but with basically my most important item that I was carrying.
Yeah. She will not kneel, but kind of like descend. You can't see where her limbs are in the shadows, but you will kind of see her drop slightly, and a slender hand move out of the shadows to pick up the scarf and draw it almost into herself. As soon as she kind of takes it and pulls it towards her, you lose sight of the scarf in her shadows, the stars winking out. A truly worthy gift. Received?
And I will admit, in our last conversation, you seemed angry, uncertain, wavering. It is pleasing to see that you have cast off those shackles. To be Fae is to represent freedom. But it is also a dichotomy, because the Fae also deal in the harshest forms of servitude. We take not just treasure, belongings, life. We take and treasure, above all else, the essence of what makes a soul interesting, worthy. You belong to me, Varith. Totally. But also, you must understand that you belong to no one else. Hold true to that knowledge, that gift. The only creature above you is me. Lay waste to anyone or anything else that would seek to subjugate or bend you low. I accept your service, as I have done before, and as I hope to do so for aeons to come.
It was sort of like almost smirk, like very, very lightly, because just later that day he was talking about having like one last. Now you just heard Aeons, he's just like, oh shit.
Still only counts as one.
He's not gonna say it. But he will nod and in agreement with her and look back up.
Whenever a gift is given, it is customary to offer one in return.
I offer you now, if you will have it, more power. If you wish to be my thorn, I will make you sharp. And yes, mechanically, you know what this is already. She's offering you the Face Stage 3. Choose a boon. But also the floor.
Do you have to choose the floor, or do you give me the floor?
There's the floor. The floors are always one floor. This is the floor is weakened constitution. Your connection to the Fey Courts has granted you tremendous power, but also an inherent fragility. When you become bloodied for the first time, so go under half health, for the first time after you roll initiative, you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, DC 20. On a fail, you gain a level of exhaustion. As a magic action, however, you can expend a number of hit point dice equal to your transformation stage to remove one level of exhaustion gained in this manner. But doing so, you will not gain any other benefit from those expended hit point dice.
Oh well.
So it's basically three hit point dice to get rid of that level of exhaustion if you fail the save.
Cool. I think I know which boon I would prefer.
Join me in failing.
Which one?
Probably the one that, I think, if I've read it right, you get a bonus action that can attack as well. Is that correct, or did I read that completely wrong?
Are we talking about Tooth and Claw?
Yes.
Okay, so you manifest fangs, tusks, claws, or other means of harming your enemies. You can flavor it as you wish. These manifestations also deliver a powerful magic jolt. So as a bonus action, you manifest some natural defense mechanism for 1 minute. This gives you the following benefits. First, you manifest a weapon, a claw, bite, or gore attack that you may use in place of any weapon attack. This manifested attack deals 1d6 plus your strength or dexterity modifier, slashing damage. You're proficient with this attack, and you add either your strength or dex modifier to the attack and damage rolls. This attack is not an unarmed strike, nor can it be used in place of an unarmed strike. Next, after taking an attack action that did not use your manifest attack, you may take a bonus action later in that turn to use your manifested attack once. So yeah, you gain a bonus action attack using this. And once per round, when you hit a target with a manifested attack, you can choose to deal an additional 2d6 psychic damage to the target. The creature must succeed on a con save or have the stunned condition until the end of its next turn. The DC is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your transformation stage. So 8 plus 3 plus your proficiency bonus, which is 4 right now, isn't it? So that is DC 15. And you can use this ability time a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus plus your transformation stage, so you will be able to use this pretty much in every fight. And you would gain all uses of this ability after completing a long rest.
Cool. Yeah.
So yeah, it gives you a nice...
The other ones are like illusionary stuff, which I feel like I already more or less have, but then dreams and nightmares like manipulate the mind, where I prefer to be able to attack and not just teleport as a bonus action, because as much as I like teleporting, if I have the opportunity to attack again, it would be really cool. So
yeah, extra attack. Okay, I'll make a note of that. And I'll try and build it on your sheet after this session as well. So Varith, Tooth and Claw, and weakened constitution.
Yeah. Morlock's going to turn to Varith and just go, just remember, this is a choice. This is not a command. Sometimes the best strength is one's own choices to say no. You don't have to do everything she commands and asks of you. Make sure this is what you want, not what she wants.
Can I ask, did you say this in front of her?
I'm saying just with all due respect.
Yeah, fair enough.
With all due respect,
No,
lady.
She will turn her head slightly to look at you, Morlock. You feel the
Oh, shit.
dark eyes kind of bore into you for a moment, but
There's no disrespect
she will
to
not.
you. No disrespect to you, my
She
lady.
will. You get no expression nor reaction besides the attention focusing on you for a moment.
Sometimes the greatest weapon in your arsenal is a person that can say no to you. You don't want another yes man. You don't want another thrall. You want a person in your service that can think for themselves.
Your Arcanist is wise.
And during that whole time, Vareth had his head bowed a little bit, eyes like darting back and forth between you and her, and then sort of looks at you and like bows at you after she said that. He'll talk to you on the way down.
Okay, we'll talk on the way down.
Oh gosh. Oh. Okay. Vareth will sort of like test this new ability out, sort of like, I guess, just see what happens. If he like, you know, you can feel that there's something different, and like two massive like fangs.
You tell me how.
So like
Is
two
it fangs?
like, massive fangs just like come up, but like clearly way too big, and it's just like a walrus.
Like a walrus.
He's just like, oh shit, like he's gonna like, you know, figure this out. He sort of like tries to, you know, with his brain sort of like retreat them back up until they're like, you know, regular.
Cuckoo, cachoo.
Yeah.
And another thing. And she will extend her hand towards you, and inside you see a pitch black rose. Take this. When it is time, take it out and crush it. And I will be spirited to your side.
Vareth will take it, look down at it, sort of look back up at her, and understood. Thank you.
This is to be used for when you face off against the fiendish conclave. Not before. I look forward to seeing what they bring to bear against me with great relish.
Vareth will put that away in sort of like one of his satchels and look up and say, before I go, do you have any last-minute advice on how one, such as myself, can come off better than Zartaza.
The fiends are strong and ancient. You will have to use everything you have. Hold nothing back. Your strength is that they still underestimate you all. These creatures believe they are better than everything else around them. A common flaw of the long-lived. But none more so than with devils and demons. Use their sin against them, their pride, their greed. Do not be afraid. Do not be cowed. I remind you, you bow to nothing save one.
Okay. Understood. Thank you again. And he'll gesture to his satchel. I will be sure to use this when the time comes.
And once this is all over, we will need to decide what we wish to do with you next. But one thing at a time. Survival is not guaranteed.
A bit negative now. Varys will sort of like give her a small smile.
We are on the material plane. Everything here is so transient. And yeah, is there anything else you would like to add?
Nah, he's he's got all the information he needs.
Okay. I will ask as well at this point. Does anyone else have anything they want to achieve or do before I take hold of the camera again?
I've just got a quick shopping list, but that can be off camera.
Okay.
Is this the same day, or do we do the next day?
This is the same day.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
okay. Oh.
I think, after that, I'll just say, "Oh, don't worry, my lady. I'll keep an eye on him. We'll be heading back down tomorrow or the day after. All right, Ferrith, let's make our leave."
Turn around and make our way back down the mountain.
Yeah, I've got a couple of ones I can use myself for the dimension doors. And as we're getting away, I'll just be like going, "Whoa, man, she's a thing to behold. I can completely understand why you chose her. Once you go black, you never go back."
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
Yeah, this is what you missed out, Casper. I love Morlock.
my god.
And Morlock loves Morlock.
You just made Beck turn her camera off.
They both left.
Oh, that was a light one. I've had so many more worse.
Oh well. Barrett will look over at you, like kind of chuckle, but he'll be like, "You know what?
So yeah, what did I miss the last 9 months?
Morlock's been a fun one to play.
This is so different from Styx.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Let's find the right bit of music. I'll double check. Yeah. Anything? Anyone?
I would like to try and catch up with Galstariad at some point, possibly with Maggie in tow.
Stinky. Go outside soon.
Um.
Go outside soon. Wait.
But if
Yeah,
Ed
yeah,
is
do you
busy
want to-
learning shit, happy just to leave it as well.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
wanted to catch Irvin, but I'm also happy to do that out of session. If you don't want to clog up anything.
Okay. Yeah, well, this is interesting here. But yeah, let's try and find the right beat now for this. Sure, let's go for a good old classic. To set the scene here, Varith Morlock heading out of the cave up the top of the mountain, where the Lady of Thorns currently layers. You head out back into the sun, looking down upon the city. Cut to the Suncut Bazaar with Javi in a family embrace. And then to Kaisa and Edge with Abriana. Kaisa still getting used to her new bad self. Edge communing with nature. Sorry. And all of you experience something from different angles. Varith Morlock, you're looking down upon the city when you see from this distance, looks to be a small explosion coming from the Cerulean Palace. But from the distance, you realize it's actually probably pretty massive, as the roof of one of the portions of it is blown off. Chavi, you would just feel this as another rumble, as Marissa goes,
Oh, another blasted earthquake. Everyone hold on.
Did the wrong voice there. As
Yeah, that was Brianna. Ugh, no.
Yeah. As the house begins to kind of rattle lightly, as it feels it's like another earthquake again, like you'd had before. Hi, sir. Edge, you're very close to this. The entire building rocks as if hit with a fist. The windows blast inwards, shattering you each with glass.
Oh, there he is.
And
There he is.
Varith Morlock, you watch as from this distance a large figure begins to fly up into the air above the palace. And then all of you hear Izilzi's voice booming out through the city, seemingly able to ignore the boundaries of the speed of sound or anything that might diminish his voice. Everyone hears it as his voice roils over the city.
People of Anchorel. Your city now belongs to me. You may struggle. You may fight. I would be disappointed if you did not. For those more reasonable, I offer those who would not resist. You will get to live and experience a glorious new age. You will learn to kneel before your new underlords.
There is another boom. Go back to each of you kind of briefly. Varith more like kind of watching this down, watching this kind of go down from this distance. You can see this kind of microscopic red figure behind you. The Lady of Thorns will mutter, "Speak of the devil."
Oh, fuck.
In Marissa's household, Insight is beginning to freak out. What do we do? What do we do? Javi, what do we do?
Stay inside. Jav is going to go outside and run up the ladder up to the roof and see if they can see anything.
Io is right behind you. But yeah, you run up and yeah, you can see the devil above the Cerulean Palace in the distance. Speck of red contrasting against the blue domes of the city. Kaisa, Edge.
Is it time?
Kaisa's just cracking, like, just going through and stretching, like, every single little joint.
And here I'd finally forgotten the sound of his voice. And yet here he is, running his mouth again. Yes, Edge. It's time. Ready to go put down a devil.
Right behind you.
Oh, goody. Let's go find the others.
And just
Brianna, who is her white eyes kind of looking around frantically.
Oh, no, no, no. This is it. This is what I couldn't see.
Back to Zielzi. As the second explosion happens. And a much larger creature will burst out.
Fuck yes!
Oh, Palace.
Yes!
The fuck?
That's Devosa, motherfucker! Isn't it? It's gotta be.
what has the name of Devosa?
Yeah. An ancient brass dragon. Behold, your city's mightiest guardian. Behold, and he does not manage to finish the sentence as the titanic brass will barrel into him, bathing Zielzi in fire as it does so.
Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes in Ankarel, bitch.
Morlock, Varith, you see what looks like a fiery kind of meteor burst out and then kind of circle over a large portion of the city, masonry dropping below it as Devosa with Zielzi in their mouth crushes them into the river district.
Oh no, Tiki.
Oh shit.
Tiki's a distance away. Not on top of the horizon, but to a distance, don't worry.
Oh no. Casualties.
I like how that's your.
No, because Casper said before, oh, she's still alive. And I'm like,
no,
you're
she's still
exactly
alive.
there.
That would be
we'll
pretty
do the land
fucking
before
Yorick.
time. The land before time shot as as Tiki the dinosaur kind of looks up as the meteor comes
You're
coming
a
down.
fucking monster. You're a monster.
I am a monster. Javi, you watch as this kind of streak of brass and fire bursts out of the palace and just completely engulfs. And they're like triple the size of Azilzi, and kind of barrel into them. And this flash of fire streaks over the city and out of view beyond the Cerulean Palace.
Javi just grabs Io's arm and just starts laughing. He's like, our protector is here.
Kaiser, as you kind of leave the building, as well as the drow begin to kind of move you out, as the Lap of the Gods starts becoming kind of structurally unsound this close to the epicenter of all this going down, the drow guards kind of escorting you out, covering you with their own bodies. You watch as well as Devosa, the guardian of Ankarel, moves to protect it. There is the titanic impact of Devosa bearing Azilzi into the least populated part of the city and begins to try to rend and tear into them, doing some substantial damage, even as Azilzi wrestles with the dragon's maw, holding it at bay. Before Azilzi's voice travels through the city once more. Witness! Witness! And burrowing out of the ground as another earthquake begins to rattle through the city.
Oh shit.
Yarwish bursts out. Actually, probably from around here, from the entrance into the Kelmoro, and begins streaking over the city with a roar, which is not amplified like Azilzi's, but is still heard throughout most of the city, as this being of fire and fury shoots over the city to join the fray. Two other figures will also join, although from this distance you will not be able to see them, because these people are human size. As the Erenyes Zartaza, a streak of light shooting through the sky, and the wisp of shadow and smoke, which is Uriel, the Cadologist, also converge upon this fight. Azilzi, with Yarosh's help, take the fight back into the sky, and they all begin to streak up these massive balls of fire and flesh. Volcanic rage begin clashing. Massive bursts of fire and light bursting out like fireworks begins taking place over the city. Devosa tries to keep the fight over the river district, the less populated area of the city, and it seems the devils and demons are happy to allow this as well as they clash. The next thing that is heard throughout the city is a roar of draconic pain as multiple weapons begin to strike Devosa over and over. Devosa tears and fights with centuries of experience, centuries of amassed draconic power, centuries. Oh.
Was that
All
the
good, Danny?
draconic cry of fury and pain?
I think that was a boo.
I'm not sure. I still can't see Danny on the camera. I'm not sure if anyone else
I
can.
can't. No.
For getting a moment to breathe, Azilzi speaks again. Witness the fall of your mightiest hero, Ankorel. Witness the end of your pathetic mortal order. You served us before. You will learn to do so again. Kaiser, Edge, you head out into the streets as well. You see the Hand of Ord begin to rush towards the scene as well. Those with like ranged weapons, bows, rods, wands, getting ready to start shooting up to help their guardian. Before the streets begin to crack open as devils and demons begin burrowing up through Kael Moreau and into the streets of Ankorel. And battle begins to be joined in multiple places. Javi, you set off running. Io tries to keep up with you, but you're a rogue, you're faster. You run forward as minor devils and demons begin filling the Suncut Bazaar, wielding weapons, teeth, claws, begin to threaten, molest, and subdue the people of Ankorel. Some fight and are focused on. Swarms of minor fiends begin to kind of swarm them. Behind you, Io sees a group trying to fight, and she springs into action, kind of jumping into the fray as well. Her rubidium harpoon swinging. Her eyes kind of watch you for a moment, Javi. If you look back, she will kind of nod at you. Do what you have to do. You are able to kind of like move through the streets, Javi, but the battle in the sky is echoed by an increasingly growing battle on the streets. You watch Edge Kaiser, Javi, you watch as the citizenry of Ank'Harel begin to either move into the streets to see what is going on, or to begin to kind of batten down, to close doors, windows, shield for protection. Those kind of watching in the streets are quickly kind of challenged by the Hands of Ord to either get back indoors, or by monsters that begin to emerge from the sunken city below. All throughout this, the ground does not cease rumbling. You probably make it a significant distance, Javi, but you are running through the city at this point. You maybe even kind of make it to like the Bowl of Judgment, probably meeting up with Kaiser and Edge.
You can use the boost to fly if it's easier.
However you want to do it. Where you will see the fight between these creatures come to its conclusion. As Devosa, though by themselves mightier than any one of these creatures, cannot withstand the force of 4 creatures, lesser but together too much of a match for them. And with Yarrowish in a kind of tight bear hug around the chest of Devosa, they will kind of grab them down and pull them back down to the ground. Beasts and creatures of fire wrestling, unable to hurt each other with fire, most all of them being immune to it. They fight with fists and weapons, tooth and claw. The fight turning bloody, raining huge splashes of draconic blood, demon ichor, sulfuric smoke from devils, and ash onto the ground below. Devosa falls to the river district once more, but this time they are the ones brought down. Again, through whatever trick Izilzi is using, witness! Witness!
All I'm witnessing is you being a bitch.
I can't hear you from this distance. You don't have the same trick. In a final act with the last of their strength, Devosa takes off back into the air, throwing off Yarrowish and Zilzi Zartaza. Peppered with smoking, burning wounds, they take off into the sky.
Javi's face is just streaming with tears.
And make for the mountains. Those that flee, those that cower before us, will be spared. Watch to the best of you. Look
to their example. You are already beaten.
And I think, unless anyone else wants to add anything, as the ancient brass dragon flies over the mountains, dripping huge rivers of blood onto the city below, before disappearing over the rise. Does anyone else want to add anything? Oh, that's too much.
Oh no, you can leave
No,
that.
leave it. We're good with that.
No, I added an extra number there. That was a mistake.
No. The cross can stay there. The cross can stay.
Javi turns to Kaisa. This is our fault. The Vosa is the ancient, centuries-old guardian of our city. Look what we are responsible for. They wouldn't be here without us.
While that may be true, Javi, we are not the ones that have injured. We're not the ones that attacked. But we can do something about them. Did you want to go hit Izilzi? I seemingly remember him hitting you back in the Black Temple. Did you want to return the favor?
I have a very long memory for slights.
Well, let's go do something about it.
Kaisros, just start walking in the direction of Izilzi. Starting to make sure her
Izilzi, you watch as you don't know where Shuriel goes, but you'll be able to watch as Lartaza, Izilzi, and Yarawish go to fly and hover above the Cerulean Palace.
Can I do a perception
About-
check to see if I can figure out where Jariel's gone, or she's just like, boom, gone?
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll roll her stealth now. Again, she's very fucking good at
Her
this.
plus like 28 stealth.
Can I also?
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, no. My passive
roll
perception's now
20.
24.
But you've got to do a roll
yeah,
for it.
true.
It's not passive.
Yeah, make an active check, please.
I can't get into my sheet. I can't get
How's
into
your
my
passive
sheet.
24?
I don't know, but
You've got advantage, which kind of like will bump it up by 5, I believe. But you don't have proficiency, it seems, so you've only got your wisdom bonus.
Can you roll it for me? I can't do it.
Sure. 2 sets.
It's at advantage, but I can't roll it.
Okay. Advantage. 1, 2, 29. Yeah. Javi, you do see where Jariel went. As instead of joining the big flashy monsters, they go back down into the streets, and you're pretty sure they're going to come towards you at this point. You lose sight of them as they like go behind buildings and such, but they go down to ground level and begin heading in your direction.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and keep eyes wherever I think they might be.
Okay. Azilzi continues to haunt. Edge is probably like cutting through waves of mains. She's getting lesser little devil things. Nothing you can't handle, but you start seeing more high-level things start to appear as well, not just the rank and file. But I think that is where we're going to call the session. As yes, the Hellfire Conclave, which I'm kind of like horribly calling, makes their play.
Sounds like a shitty sexy club, guys.
It sounds like they looked at another name from some dragons that formed the conclave and called themselves after that, but changed it a little bit.
Well, devils are
Very unoriginal.
I know. I put the idea around a few times, but it just kept on coming back to Hellfire Conclave.
Yes, because Azil's is a dumbass, so it makes sense.
He broke free from the maze in the Dark Temple, or
in Bazazan, in the Black Temple,
This is the little bitch that has been whispering in Kaiser's ear until he broke out.
Oh, yeah, that I remember.
That's the little bitch.
See, the problem with Azilzi is that he says something in his head, and because there's nothing else in there, it just kind of bounces around like an echo. So Hellfire Club thing, whatever, probably just came back to him.
Hellfire Club.
But you know, he's like going like, oh, look, I am so very, very smart, yo.
And who the hell was this dragon, and what the hell happened to Jumanshot?
Stop it, you. Well, Devosa is the guardian of Corral.
I think people generally don't know, do they?
No, they don't.
But yeah, whether
that is not a thing that is common knowledge. Jarvi doesn't even know.
Yeah.
I know, but Jarvi does not know.
Yeah, in character, no one know. Out of character, some of you may know.
Not in character, we now know too.
It's like all the dragon used to do is put on a pair of glasses, and it's like, who are they?
No one knows that. Some dipshits named Vox Machina know that.
And everybody who watched that for the show.
But yes, thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, York. That was really good.
Except for the part where this bitch of a demon, or devil, sorry, showed up.
I mean, at least the dragon lived. I thought that was going in a completely different direction.
I think Yorick would be messing with canon a little bit if he killed Devosa.
I was honestly expecting it. That's where I thought it was going.
They are ancient. They are incredibly powerful. They're outmatched here, but they're really freaking fast and really freaking tough.
But yeah, how big was your guys' surprise yesterday?
Learning
me.
about you coming. Yeah, I did not see it coming. It wasn't on my bingo card.
You thought you lost me forever?
Pretty much, yeah.
And then Yorick just drops it in chat.
Drop
and
the
it's like,
mic.
It's like, excuse me, you wanna run that by us again? And here you are,
I'm back again.
from outer space.
I kind of have an idea of what I want to do about characters.
We're gonna do Electrum?
Okay. Let's do Electrum so people can go to bed, and then yes, let us talk some more. Let's just put something less epic on as background. But yeah, where do you want to go from? I realized that whole thing at the end was a big freaking cutscene. But yeah. That was by design. The distances here, it would take you multiple turns to even get to them. But yeah, let's go from the top. Edge, Danny, who do you want to give your Electrum to?
I think yes. Kaiser for RPing with me at the beginning.
Okay. Sunk.
Yeah, that was such a great scene. I just wanted to say, okay, let's just make this the session. Edge trying to work out dynasty bullshit. And yeah, Javi, Beck, who do you want to give yours to?
I want to give mine to Edge for completely blue screening on that conversation, just like fucking freezing, like, so, what the, huh? And yeah, she was really, really struggling. It was funny.
And Kaisers, Snarky, who do you want to give yours to?
I kind of want to give it to Morlock for just absolutely like opening his mouth and inserting like both of his feet while talking to the Lady of Thorns. I don't
A little
know.
risky, but it paid off.
Oh, there goes Danny.
Oh.
I don't know how he managed to stay standing with both feet firmly lodged there, but magic, I can only assume.
Complete drop there.
And she did say her internet was shitty.
Okay. All right. And Morlock, Nick, who do you want to be yours to?
Honestly, the Jarvi and Verif roleplay there was pretty serious, but I'll go Jarvi because there were tears forming I thought I saw. So yeah, let's go to that. When that started,
So tired.
I know when that started, I was getting flashbacks to Christmas dinners fights at my parents where plates were thrown, and I'm just like going, "Oh Jesus Christ!" Oh, my parents are sorry, my mum is a thrower. So yeah, we've had some serious fights.
Thank you. Marissa's got a good hold on the situation, but
And yeah, Varys, Trav, who do you want to give yours to?
I'll give mine to Morlock for coming up with me to the mountain there. That was fun.
I will throw mine to you, Trav. In this case, I really love the description and the gift that was given. Very well thought out.
Thank you.
Still reckon you should have gone with Talus.
And
He's okay with his mom.
and I don't know. Casper, did you want to give one out as well?
I can. That's for something really simple.
Mm-hmm.
To Nick for eating that bag of crisps like you're watching a scary movie and just enjoying it when the scene was going on.
Okay. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Casper, you want to kind of stick on at this point?
Yeah, I actually have some ideas, so if we can discuss that if you have time.
Yeah, absolutely. I might need to get another